Hello everyone, and we are back to Let's Fiend over Fate's Grand Order, and today we're entering the inner courtyard once again to see our new cooperator, our new accomplice, you might say, in Maeve's Prison of Sin and Despair 2019. Digging out a tunnel through the ground, eh? Sounds like a real pain. Here I thought you were a bunch of annoying flies, but it turns out you're actually a bunch of grubs. I'm impressed you've made it this far without getting stepped on. You've got a lot of nerve for someone who would have gotten her ass handed to her without her help. Damn, just straight up. She's probably just too embarrassed to show her appreciation. She looks like a servant or whose spirit origin is made of pure sin to me. I gotta say, throwing a bit of dairy in the mix would do her some good. While I can appreciate your pride, I would try to keep that attitude of yours in check if I were you, Scorpion. Remember, we now possess the source of your greatest vexation. The only thing more powerful than a maid is a maid with reptile sanitation spray. Is that what you think? Take another look at the bottom of that canister. It looks like the bottom melted off and now it's empty. When did that happen? My acid can melt any living thing. Ordinarily, I only use it to digest prey I've eaten, but it's easy enough to use on small objects. Oh-ho! Acid, you say? How very fortuitous. We still have a lot of digging left to do, after all. We have been fortunate up to this point, but there's one thing I've been concerned about. What if we come up against a great boulder or other obstacle we couldn't clear away with our bare hands? I don't like where this is going. Are you telling me to cough up my acid just to help you lot dig your way out of the prison? Well, of course. Isn't that why you were just going on about how wonderful it is? You know, Monkey used to do the same thing all the time. I'll build a castle in 3 days, boss. There's no Shibata or anyone else who could pull that off, boss. So now it's time to cough up or shut up. We made a deal. You said you'd help. Were you lying? I did say that, didn't I? Stop looking at me like that. I wouldn't do anything so boorish as to break my word to a human, or even a mechanical doll. Indeed, my daughter is frightfully adorable when she looks up at you with those baby blues while she tilts her head like that. I totally get it. As I've told you countless times before, Fran is Victor's girl, not yours. Well, the problem is now that there's only one of you and 6 teams of us. And we have our own reasons for why we can't all escape together. Depending on how things could go, we could all end up fighting over who gets to use your acid. So you are racing as well as escaping. I'm starting to see what's going on here. Gulp! Well, no matter. It's none of my concern. All you want is my acid, right? You should be able to carry that around in any container coated with my magical energy. Let's give it a try. These cups should do the trick. Just random cups. Now then. I should just turn around like that. Okay, here goes. Violent hacking noises. Yes, this should work. Here, you can carry it in these. Quite generous of me, throwing containers for free if I do say so myself. Ugh. Hold it! If that's what I think it is, it better not be! It's not! It is pure acid. At any rate, I can't move from this cell, so you can see I'm bound by divine steel chains. But you are free to take my acid with you in these containers. However, let me clear about one thing. I cannot just make more on a whim. Why is that, you ask? This may be hard for you to understand, but producing it makes me extremely hungry. No, I get it. I totally get it. If anything, I'd be more surprised if that didn't happen. Is that true? Yes, it is, my mechanical doll. No matter how badly you may want this acid, I can only produce so much. So if you want it that badly, you need to bring me tribute every time you ask for more. Something that would fill my stomach would be best, of course. In fact, I wouldn't mind if you offered up yourselves. Ha. Provisions, eh? As prisoners ourselves, those aren't exactly easy to come by. Good thing I know a human or two who can help. I think we can make this work. Oh, that's where we come in, eh, Kohai? Now I see. Right, sure, Master. See if the amount of help or acid Gorgon can provide will be a significant bearing on how quickly everyone can progress. Let's be sure to bring Gorgon things she'll like to speed along everyone's escape. Round 2. Alright, you all know what you need to do next. The race to escape is back on track. More spoons! And meats! And hammers! And they're off again. Let's see. Who are we going with today? Did I pick Fran last time? I think I did. No, I picked Blavatsky, that's right. Since it was her cute mannerisms that essentially got us the free acid, so to speak, it's only fair we go with her. In which case, we will use... Let's see... I'm pretty sure I can whip up a saber of my own to handle the Lancer types. Oh, this will work. Let's go with Zaku's Florence Nightingale. Only seems appropriate after her fate from the last part. Ahem. We probably don't need an assassin. Not for this. And Bunyan, you've been working yourself hard too. Use over break. This will do. Increase MP strength by 50%, including sub-members. Increase strength from positions. Gotcha. Cheer on Team Fran with a spoon. Apropos, that's the item we just got. Choose hide show the confirmation one from before each skill use. Not sure why I'd hide it. Yeah, that's why I'm using all my friends. Which, by the way, I don't know why. I don't think it's up there. I should make a community post in future and in the video description as well. I don't know. Yeah, why haven't I been doing this? So let me amend that from today onward by including my friend code in all the description parts of the videos, and I'll also throw it up on screen at the end of each part accordingly. Oh no, the dark blue wandering creatures. Whatever will we do? The Hara, Nurse of Steel, Understanding the Human Body, Angel's Cry EX. Interesting. Depending on how this goes, we might not need the, or Chaldeus Kohai, but stay on standby, just say, ow! Play a As soon as I say that, shut my mouth. Ooh, I see a buster chain. How dare you? Who the hell do you think I am? Let's see. And now the big guy's gone. Let's just get Nightingales up. Almost. And would you look at that? Oh, baby, a triple. Alright, let's see what yours is about. Nightmare. Wow, they're all arts too. You know, I might as well pop Caldeus then, since Pledge isn't an attack. Should have upped her attack with my master code for big boy damage, but what can you do? Nightmare Pledge. Interesting. Summon the Great Holy Nurse Spirit, it seems. But now with 300% charge, Lost Saint Claudius! Live and let die. I think that was its health. I think that was its health bar twice over and then some. So it seems. So even though Nightingale's a berserker, it seems like she does a lot more support than anything. Not that I'm complaining, but it's usually not the role they fit. And I suppose there are other rule breakers or exceptions to the norm before. Oh, I skipped that. Whoops, my bad. That was an accident. Results. Oh boy. Whew, that might, that looks like it's, that level's looking mighty dangerous. Get you first, because debuffs are always nice. Actually, I'm trying to think. You support 2, I remember that. Now if I could just get you a 3 essence. Actually, no, hold on. No, so you don't need that. Yeah, you hold on to the jewel sword. There we go. And you get the unfancy 3 essence. Quick heart effectiveness, good. Gander, that works perfectly. Yeah, like, this should work. You want a berserker at the end. Go with Asterius. Oh, I could've given him the 5 essence. Oh well. Escape 2's result. Daybreak once again. Good, I can see the lights. At last, we should be able to make it out of... Wait, what's this? What a dreadfully unpleasant turn of events. We can't go through this light, which means... This is the prison field. Now what? It seems our hands are tied. Does this mean the barrier actually reaches this far into the ground? Trouble's afoot. How much bile and acid will get through this? I figured there's a chance this could happen, but we're still kind of getting shafted here. Let's head back to Gorgon cell and play our next move there. Damn. Everyone looking awkward, just like, about that. Oh, this is turning into a wonderful day. How does it feel, learning that all your efforts to escape were for nothing? Oh, please do tell me. I'm just a monster locked in a tiny cell. So I would love to know how it feels, even after you begged for my help. What was the point of such celebrated heroic spirits scurrying around underground like so many filthy rats? I'm so happy that our predicament amuses you so much. You look as happy as if you just killed an Oni. I believe I know that delight better than anyone else. I'll be glad to demonstrate my technique here. Oh lord. And of course the best demonstration will be a live combat demonstration. Why not? I am in an excellent mood after seeing your forlorn faces. I could be persuaded to help you vent. Hey, stop that! We don't have time for this sort of nonsense. Oh, I swear, you should listen to your elders, you know. I am most impressed that you're able to say such things to both a monster from the age of gods and heroes from ancient times, Elena. Most audacious indeed. However, it is precisely those sorts of heroes who tend to die young. In that sense, it is entirely plausible that she is the eldest among us, at least in terms of mental age. My mental age? Don't be silly. My body may be 50-something, but my heart is still in its teens. That's creepy. Don't say that out loud. If anything, I would like nothing more than to continue singing the praises of you've now and forever. Feel free to encourage me in this pursuit. Or we can not. We can do anything but that. In any event. Okay, she's actually a proper giant this time. Do I have any giant slayers? Is Lancelot one? I know Arthur of the Round Table is. Like actual dude Arthur. In any event. Let's get this show on the road. I'll never get over that she has both a Kamehameha and a rock and roll hell stand. Look at all that damage. The pain. The agony. Look at that, we already have our NP ready. Well, we hardly knew ye. In case, for whatever reason, you survive. First, our Lord Caldeus. Don't you love when a plan just comes together in the first turn? I know I do. Immortal Chaos Brigade. Now that you're roasted, let's finish you off. Rock on! That wasn't practice, by the way. Oh god. Honestly, I don't think it came out that bad. Maybe I'm a Brando all along. Oh my god, instant noodles. People would fight over instant noodles in a friggin' prison. Good lord. Are you done getting that out of your systems? Now that we all understand one another, let's get back to business. You mean back to the fact that the prison field extends all the way down into the ground? As I got out of the underworld, I understand how important the subterranean domain is, but still. I knew it was possible that might be the case, but still I didn't actually think it would be. I mean, it's a huge waste to keep such a powerful barrier on all the time and have it extend into the ground. Wasting energy is bad. Very bad. Must be a spherical barrier that surrounds the entire prison, so we won't be able to get around it by just digging in another direction. Which means we're right back where we started, having to do something about the prison field itself. So we weren't able to avoid the core problem after all, huh? I had a feeling that might happen. Then we need to come up with a way to remove that barrier. You seem like you know the most out of anyone here. What do you think? If I already told you, the only way to do that is to cut it off at its source. That means killing Mabe. That does look like the only option, but thanks to that barrier, we would have a very hard time fighting her on even ground in this prison. After all, she possesses the power to completely dominate everything here. Her very existence on an entirely different plane, like we pharaohs and the common masses. Though hers is a very, very, much more scantily clad, sexy plane. Don't ask how I know that. Much as it pains me to admit that, then we have no choice but to kill her on uneven ground, namely assassination. Fortunately, I know a lot about that since I've been on both sides of that particular coin. Oh lord. I'm afraid I don't see how assassination would improve our chances. Or if we tried to cut off her head or poison her, there's no guarantee that would actually work on her in this place. If Mabe had some sort of weakness, something we could exploit that would be sure to kill her, the situation would be different, but she does have a weakness. She does? You didn't say anything earlier! Well, come on! What is it? What is it? I've only heard her mention this once. There was another prisoner here who attempted to escape by trying to kill Mabe, much like you lot are doing. Of course, he was quickly defeated, but as Mabe made him crawl on the ground so you could step on him and make him lick her shoes, because she's a freak like that. She laughed and said, if you really wanted to kill me, you should have shot some at my head. Sorry, I didn't quite catch that. What was it he should have shot at her head? Cheese. Her weakness is projectile cheese. Is that what we're calling it, or is it actual cheese? Because if it's alluding to something else, None of the racers can particularly aim well. Cheese. Her weakness is projectile cheese. Right where we left off for dramatic effect. Is this supposed to be Greek humor? For a second I was thinking the same thing. But it's true. According to legend, it was actually a hunk of cheese that killed Mabe. C'est what? After Mabe killed her sister, her nephew took it upon himself to avenge his mother. One day while she bathed, he launched a hunk of cheese at her with a sling and it went right through her head. Some hard cheeses can be tough as rocks. I'm not sure even my shoe would be able to deflect them. Celtic cheese is hardcore, Jesus Christ! Laughing fit. Let us ignore this one as she rolls on the floor laughing and answer me this. Are you certain this will kill her? Will it get her to stop ruffling? Well, I definitely think it's possible. If that kind of cause and effect fate is engraved upon her existence, it will result in the rule she cannot escape. It won't even matter how strong the prison field is, because while it may be able to neutralize attacks, it can't do anything about that sort of thing. Still, jeez, huh? I almost feel sorry for her. If I'd gone out like that, I'd have to wipe out humanity to get out from under the sheer humiliation. I understand how important the element of surprise is in an assassination, of course, but still... Cheese? I knew it. People can die in all kinds of ways, even from things that seem harmless. How dreadful. Also, where the hell have you been? At any rate, let's say that we can kill May by bonking her in the head with some cheese. She obviously knows what her weakness is, so she'll almost certainly be guarding against it. And all the time we've been here, Maeve has rarely shown herself to prisoners like us. And when she does, she makes sure to surround herself with so many Celtic warriors who could block any airborne cheese projectiles or the like. I can't believe we have to say that out loud. Correct. She may be lax about the prison when it comes to anything that isn't the barrier, but she always makes sure that she herself is well protected at all times. So ideally we want to take our shot when her guard is down. Where and how does Maeve usually spend her time? She usually seems to stick to the warden's office. It's the room on the top floor of the building that looks like a palace. You can see it from the courtyard. I don't know how she spends most of her time. All I know is that she always takes a shower in her office at the same time every day. Even if she's in the middle of whipping or riding prisoners in the courtyard, she'll always drop whatever she's doing to return to her office at the time. Aha. I see. So that means there's one time every day when we can always be certain of where she'll be. Of course, as prisoners, there's no way we could go to the warden's office ourselves, but we do have a decent number of chances to go out to the courtyard. In which case, wouldn't it be possible to snipe her from there? Her bathroom must have at least one window, right? I mean, who's taking that shot? It sounds interesting in theory, but I have my doubts about its practicality. In a situation like that, the single most important thing we would need is measurements. The distance from the firing point to the target, the angle, the weight of the payload, and so on. Everything is ruled by numbers. Yes, we certainly have to run a lot of calculations, and while Maeve's nephew may have gotten away with a sling, we probably have to build a small-scale catapult. My apologies for asking the obvious, but isn't that all something we'd be able to do one way or another? After all, there are a number of people here who excel at calculations and invention. Glance. Just all the dudes. Of course, I've already made all necessary calculations. That is precisely why I have doubts, as there's still one thing we lack. As shady as this gentle criminal may be, I have a much easier time agreeing with him than I do with that half-witted alternating current eccentric. He is right. I believe there's still one person that we lack. Indeed, the direct current ogre here may be a fool, but numbers are numbers, no matter who comes up with them. At the very least, we would indeed need one more person. One who not only possesses the same calculative abilities as we do, but also knows the precise dimensions and details of the prison structure. We have not been in prison here for very long. While it may be theoretically possible for us to acquire all the data we would need for such a shot on our own, we simply don't have enough time. So basically, we need to find someone as smart as you three, who also knows the prison inside and out? Oh, I know what that laugh means. You're pretending to be happy about seeing us go to desperate, doomed lengths to escape. All while secretly planning to give us 100% reliable information out of the kindness of your heart. I've got to say, you're really rocking some pretty high-level moe here. Sorry about how dense my partner is. Where the hell have you been, by the way? As an ace saber with a much higher social IQ, I'll keep her in check for you, so don't let her stop you. Man, now that there's no race to focus on, I really don't have much to do. Guess I'll just have to bide my time and wait for a chance to catch this new saber off guard. Stare. She's staring really hard. This is not a good sign. That self-proclaimed heroine is eyeing my dear daughter much the same way a snake would a frog, or would a butcher a plump pig. If things take a turn for the worse, make sure you hide out inside my body. Okay. So, Gorgon, just pretend all that never happened and answer me this. Do you have any idea where we could find someone like that? Very well. I've only heard rumors about them. There are supposedly other prisoners here beside me. They're kept in special solitary confinement cells. One of them is a cunningly dangerous criminal who is kept deep beneath the prison and is monitored at all times. Yet even in confinement, they still know all there is to know about this prison, or so the rumors say. Is that so? I do not think such prisoners existed. Can we reach them from here? Why, how dare you ask me for directions, as if I have nothing better to do than to provide them to you. Still, I suppose I can't have you thinking I don't know, so I'll at least tell you the general direction. Perhaps you'll find them if you keep digging that way, and perhaps you won't. I look forward to seeing you return here and fail here again. Nicely done, nicely done! Oh god, my throat. Now we have a direction for us to make this work. Let's go ahead and start a new destination for our tunnel digging race. The next checkpoint is a solitary confinement cell where there's dangerous criminals being kept. Remember, this is still a race. I expect to see you all digging your fast as you try to beat the other teams. Just one more leg to go. It's time for some more tunnel digging fun! We did it! That was actually a shorter part, I think. Or is there... Oh wait, route to assassination. Ah. So, there's not enough round, it's who won that round. Ill-advised. Hey, Desert Beauty got second for once, thank God. Hey, Demon King of the X7. So now all the previous losers are now coming out on top. HTE. Very good. Yeah, that's... Wow, that actually was pretty short. Alright, so that'll end it for this part of Fate Grand Order. Next time, we will enter the inner courtyard once again and prepare ourselves for the almighty assassination attempt. Thank you, Kawai, of course. What wouldn't I do? Let's see now. Oh, right, I said I was gonna add this. So, for those who want to add me, if you're watching this and have yet to have your units, your servants showcased on this channel, by all means, this is my user ID. Burn it into your brains. I shall copy it right now so I can paste it later to those I know who play the game but haven't seen the series yet. We actually can't do much in the way of summoning right now, so I'll just run the quick friend tenor, see if something interesting pops up. Probably not. Survey says, come on, give me those essences. I need to merge and max out my essences. It's all I want. It's all I need. Alas, it just was not meant to be this go-around. But that's fine, that's fine. Thank you all for watching. I've been Sonic Fiend, and have a great day, everybody.